Hello, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading for August 2023, or whenever this message finds you. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Cancer at this time, please? Messages for Cancer at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out is the Five of Scrolls, Diversity. Your second card is the number 15, the Muse. Your third card is the Three of Keys, the Chess Game. On the bottom of the deck, the Three of Roses, Loving Elementals. I just pulled this card for myself, Cancer. I love being outside, and there are nature spirits of the air, the land, fire, and water that are all around us that can bring more joy into your life. And that's literally what this card means. Every time you acknowledge that joy within you and you allow that, you open yourself to more moments of joy. So I was very happy to receive that card, and I'm glad that you received it as well. I am outside, so I'm going to do the best I can to keep everything from blowing away. The wind is calm for a few moments and then it's breezy, so I'm not complaining because it's very warm out today, but I love to be outside, as I said, and it's been wonderful to do these August readings. Still July, but I love the summer, so I'm going to clarify these messages for you with a few cards from the Everyday Witch Tarot. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides, for these beautiful messages for Cancer. What are the clarifying messages for Cancer at this time, please? Clarifying messages for Cancer, please. Thank you. Clarifying the Five of Scrolls, Diversity, the King of Wands. Clarifying the number 15, the Muse, the Ten of Cups. Beautiful, Cancer. Clarifying the Chess Game, the Page of Pentacles. And on the bottom of this deck, the Emperor. Being in control, being a leader, and worthy as such. So potentially, for some of you, I feel taking control of your life is what I'm feeling. Taking back control of your life. I have changed the way that I am doing the layouts here just a bit, Cancer, and so I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Divine Abundance Oracle for each of these rows to clarify a little further. And all these decks that I'm using will be listed down below in the description box if you're interested. Thank you, Spirit and Angel Guides. Clarifying messages from the Divine Abundance Oracle, please. These are beautiful cards with beautiful messages, and all of these cards you've gotten in this reading are beautiful. Receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Sometimes I'm just at a loss for words. Cancer, that's a beautiful message to go with these cards. I'm happy that I've changed the way that I'm doing these now. Let me try to use this weight here so these won't blow away. On the Muse and Ten of Cups, we have liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. You're coming into your own. A lot of you, Cancer, coming into your own right now. And that's awesome. There's a lot going on with north nodes, south nodes. Self-love. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. Let's dive into these messages for you, Cancer. Actually, one thing I'm going to do first is pull one more card for you. And this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And these cards have been pulling all these messages together so beautifully for the month of August. So I'm just pulling all the cards to begin with now, and then we can do the reading in its entirety, and we'll see how this one pulls all these together. I see a lot of creativity and abundance and love, Cancer. Your Shaman's Dream Oracle message: Fortune's Wheel, luck and right timing. Obviously, I love this card, Fortune's Wheel Tarot, and this is a beautiful card. Beautiful card for you to receive, Cancer. So, the first card's out for you. Excuse me. The Five of Scrolls. Diversity. You can see this beautiful lady here. She has some scrolls on the table. She has some books on the floor there and a scroll in her hand. She's got beautiful lands out the window, you can see, and this card, of course, is indicating a time for you to diversify, obviously, in every way, Cancer. That could be what you're learning, a path of learning. It could be your thoughts and your beliefs. This card is indicating it's a time to get out and do more, attend more events if you're of a mind to do that, meet more people. Diversify your friend group. You never know what interests you may open yourself up to, and allow yourself to try those new things, go to those new places, and delve into those new subjects that interests you, whatever that may be for you. Don't worry about spreading yourself too thin or any of that, because you are in a period of expansion right now. And with this being clarified by the King of Wands, that is a beautiful energy of power and being courageous and bold, and he is a king of action. And so making a plan and executing that. I've been trying to read the Akashic Force messages because that has a lot to do with the reason I've wanted to share these Akashic Tarot cards, because I feel the messages are just uplifting and positive, and even when they are, a little tricky, which the Three of Keys coming up for you is going to have a slight message of some type of conflict. Well, I shouldn't say slight. It could be more than slight for some of you, but unfortunately sometimes conflict is a way to resolution. But at any rate, this is a beautiful reading for you overall. So keep that in mind. But as I was saying, the Five of Scrolls, diversity, I wanted to make sure I read the Akashic Force for each of these cards because it can be a meditation. So for this card, it says, your life has turned into a smorgasbord of opportunities. Close your eyes and imagine an array of all the many different things that interest you. Give yourself permission to try them. How can you do that in the coming weeks? And this was clarified at the end, or on the final card that I pulled was the receiving card. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. And so for this Five of Scrolls card, diversity, you never know. You could introduce yourself to a whole new you, Cancer. You could diversify so much that you're a whole new you. So do your best to trust your inner guidance. Meditation is a great way to do that. It quiets the noise of your mind and allows you to go deeper within and to have a deeper clarity, to rid yourself of all the noise. And it can allow that voice of what you may want to diversify and to do as far as creatively or creativity, Cancer. It can allow that voice to be heard. The next card you got out was the number 15, reduces to a 6, the Muse. And this is a major arcana in the Akashic Tarot. So this is a strong message in this reading for you right now. You can see the Muse has a flute that they're playing there, and it's a song of imagination and upliftment. There are petals floating on the wind there that represent imagination, inspiration, creativity. It's a time right now of inventiveness for you, and creativity and resourcefulness. So any project that you may be working on can receive new energy right now, a creative project from yourself and from the universe. So call on your spirit muses and ask them to help you with your project. Or if this is you figuring out what it is that you want to do with this Five of Scrolls diversity, then call on your spirit muses and ask them, what is it that you should, as I said, meditation can bring things to the surface. So you know what it is that brings you passion, Cancer. You know what it is that you feel passionate about. And that's the thing that we should all be doing. And hopefully we can all find a way to do somehow. The Akashic Force for this card reads, close your eyes and touch in with the force of inspiration and pure potential. A swirl of music, beauty, movement, and imagination flow through you and around you. You can give birth to any possibility. Feel this power of creation now. And of course, this was clarified by the Ten of Cups, which is happiness, fulfillment, total contentment, joy, bliss. So that's not a bad message, is it, Cancer? I feel like this is what can lead you to this. As I said, when you diversify, you never know what worlds you can open yourself up to, what people, experiences you can open yourself up to. So forgive my smashed thumb. Liberation clarified this. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. So for some of you, you may have doubts and fears about your abilities creatively. And you should not. So call on your spirit muses to give you those ideas of creativity to give you the confidence that you need to let go and to enjoy yourself whenever you're creating. Do it for the fun of it. And that's whenever you do your best work, Cancer. It's when you do your best creating. So, as I said, the Three of Keys, this is a card that shows a chess game, and there's a queen that's laying on her side there. Unfortunately, this card can indicate some type of conflict, and it's indicating that there could be people who are out for their own agenda right now, Cancer, and they're not there for the fun of it. It could be that people are being deceptive and you may not be certain of everyone's motives. So take an emotional step back right now, or even a physical step back, and don't participate in any of the bickering back and forth or any of the things that are going on. See this from your higher self's perspective and distance yourself from the situation right now, because the circumstances, the time for you to act, are not here yet. When the time is right, you will know when to do that for each of you if this is resonating. There may be a time in the future when you have to leave a situation. But again, for now, just let yourself wait and watch. Whatever the situation of conflict is, just be a knowing observer and watch. The Akashic Force for this card says, close your eyes and feel yourself upon a chessboard. Really put yourself there and take a look around you. See who the other players are and how you feel about them. What do you want your next move to be? The good news is you have control over this situation and your reactions to it, Cancer. So, as I said, just be a knowing observer and watch right now. And with this being clarified by the Page of Pentacles, this is, a solid offer. It's a new beginning. Could be the potential of a new job for some of you, or new housing situation, perhaps. Maybe there, something to do with this conflict that you're having will lead you to a new beginning of some type, a solid new beginning, even if that is within a thought process. As I've said before with diversity, it could be changing thought patterns, beliefs, but it's a solid new beginning for you, Cancer. And self-love clarified this row. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. So during this time, I feel strongly that's exactly what you need to do, is step back and take care of yourself. Just focus on self-love right now, Cancer. And you can certainly see the players in this game for what they are. And you have the power. You have the power of what your next move will be. A solid new beginning. Start that with self-love. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. You cannot fill from an empty cup. So, Many of us, myself included, were taught to be humble, and to always put others first. And there's nothing wrong with being humble and loving other people. And, we're human, of course. But we also need to love ourselves truly. Truly. And that's what I feel most of us are not taught, is that we need to love ourselves before we can love anyone else. Truly. You got the Fortune's Wheel Luck and Right Timing card, and I am so excited to read this for you right now because this is going to tie these cards together beautifully. I absolutely love this card, and this did have something to do with me naming my channel. So, Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing, a turn of fortune. The Fortune's Wheel is a sign that luck has found the right timing in your life. You have the magic touch, and everything turns to gold. There is nothing you can do wrong. You only need to hold what you desire as your intention, and it becomes true. Do not waste this power on trifling things. Dream big, for surely this opportune moment will pass. Such is the nature of Fortune's Wheel. Use the creative power of the Fortune's Wheel for the benefit of others, and the gifts will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only for your own gain, and you will be left impoverished with a bitter taste of squandered opportunity. Fortune's Wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs, the coincidental encounters, and the seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. They all were choreographed by fortune. Do not wait any longer. Carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. And carpe diem, for some of you Cancer who may not know, is Latin for seize the day. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. This invitation is all that is required. Your boldest and noblest calling. What is it, Cancer? What is it that's calling to you? I hope that this reading has resonated with you. These are absolutely beautiful messages for you for August, and I truly hope that it has resonated with you. If it did, please hit that like and subscribe button for me right now. It helps me to get these messages of the Akashic Tarot and positive messages out to as many people as I can, and I appreciate that so much. That's what I want to do. So thanks for helping me do that, Cancer. Again, have a beautiful August. I'm wishing you love and light. I'll see you next time.